In the blue corner, it's Jonhon. And facing off against him in the red corner is Santanantana.
So we got a matchup here from
two different parts of Asia.
Yep, taking on each other here. It's going to be exciting. I had a chance to meet one of these duelists earlier, and he's very excited just to be here and, you know, excited to be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And both these players you mentioned are going to be the top of the bracket. I believe they both have 6 points, so that means they have won.
So we have one undefeated duelist. Jonhon has 9 points right now, and Santanantana is 2 wins and 1 draw with 7 points. So these are 2 duelists towards the top of the standings. It appears that Santanantana has won the dice roll.
All right, let's go ahead and see what strategy he's doing. It looks like we finally have the red sleeves on the red side, blue sleeves on the blue side.
It's always nice when things match. And Santanantana is going to start things off, revealing it's called Dragon Link.
Yep,
Black Metal Dragon.
We saw this earlier. Poly won with a Dragon Link. We'll have to see if it works out the same here. He's going to link it away into Striker Dragon. That's going to be 2 chain links, so he's going to be able to add a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon from the deck to hand, along with the Boot Sector launch. Striker Dragon, pretty good. Ooh, you see that variant artwork for Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Very beautiful. Now, it doesn't look like he used Striker Dragon to add the Boot Sector, unless I missed it. He might have already have it in hand.
So just chain link 1 here with the Black Metal Dragon. Not the best. I'd like to get that extra card out instead of opening with it. He's going to go and banish the Striker Dragon for Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon.
This is the exact same way that Poly started his turn 1, but it's going to be a little different.
Special summon Starliege Seyfert.
Yep, from the hand, and now he's going to be able to send that Starliege Seyfert to add. Let's see what he decides to add. It's going to be a level 8 lighter dark monster. Or, no, sorry, it's going to be a level 4 since he is sent itself, so it's going to be 4.
So we haven't seen a Chaos space here, so it could be one of the baby Chaos Dragons.
Yep, Starliege Seyfert working similar to Chaos Space, just giving you access to one of those baby dragons.
And it's going to be Wyver Burster. Black Metal Dragon is banished, special summon the Wyver Burster.
Now he has 2 dragons on the field.
And those 2 are combined once again. For Romulus, we got Romulus first this time. So chain link 1 is Wyver Burster, chain link 2 is Romulus. We're going to get the Dragon Ravine first. There it is.
Let me grab that Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. Big fan of Dragon Link. It's just, even though we call it Dragon Link, it's kind of been the same deck. Because, I mean, the Striker Dragon, a lot of the cards it uses are very similar. It always adds new dragons. As more new dragons come out, the deck adapts and changes throughout the years and gets even better.
Every time a new dragon you can special summon is released, all the Dragon Link players of the world rejoice.
They come out of hiding and they're like, it's time to play Dragon Link again. All right, now taking a moment to consider his options.
Taking a look at his graveyard here. Doing some quick math already. Well, it's not damage math. This got to be summon math.
Maybe counting to 5. That's one of your first
counting
numbers.
To 5 is one of the most common pieces of summon math.
I think he is at 5 already here with the Romulus. 5 monsters in the graveyard / banished. I think that's right. And now he's going to activate. Oh, almost looked like he was going to activate Dragon Ravine. Nope, he indeed does.
You got to be careful because you already have the Boot Sector, right? Because you didn't search it out with Striker Dragon. You're going to go ahead and send Bestial Serenir, send Absorouter Dragon.
So he's going to be able to send that Branded Speller Trap to the graveyard and add a Rocket Monster from the deck to the hand. Gonna probably send something like Branded Regained, so maybe he'll be able to get Branded Beast from the deck later on to reactivate it. Gonna add Rocket Caliber.
And send Bestial Lubellion.
Oh, because he does have the Seyfert in the graveyard, so he'll be able to add that Bestial Lubellion back from the graveyard to the hand.
Yeah. And there's a world here where there's something that replaces the Rocket Tracer that you often see with this play, but we'll have to wait and see. It appears that Jonhon has called a judge in. We're going to get a quick look at the text of Rocket Caliber.
The big thing is a level 4 tuner.
Yes. The other effects of it don't come up that much. Mainly because the card isn't on the field for particularly long.
Exactly. Gonna banish that Safer from the graveyard to add back that Bestial Lubellion, so now he'll be able to use that Lubellion to access any Bestial monster from the deck.
And there's Bestial Magnuma. Goes through his graveyard once again. He's not summoned the Collapse Serpent quite yet.
Alright, going to see about what he wants to banish or a Bestial, I believe. Or yeah, or the Collapse Serpent as well. He's number of monsters that banish from the graveyard to summon from the hand. And here comes the Bestial Magnet targeting Absorouter.
Absorouter banished, Magnet on the field. Magnet effect activates. There is no response, it appears, so during the end phase, Santanatana will be able to add a dragon to his hand.
Gonna tribute that Magnet to special summon back the Bestial Lubellion from the graveyard. Gonna be able to use the effect here to activate a continuous branded spell or trap from the deck. Place it straight up on the field. Goes for Branded Regained. Really strong card. Anytime a Lighter Dark's banished, you can put it to the bottom and draw a card. And then if your opponent summons a monster, normal or special, you can just summon back a Bestial monster from your graveyard.
Pretty good place to have the Magnemite then. You can just get it back, keep the dragons flowing.
Indeed, and now it looks like he's going to banish that Wyvern Burster.
And now we see the Collapse Serpent.
So he's going to use that Branded Regain to put the Wyvern Burster onto the bottom and draw a card.
Yep, so now we need a randomization here. We haven't had one quite yet. No drawing effects have been played, only searching. So now we randomize, put it on the bottom, draw one card for Branded Regained.
Calculating, thinking. Now he's going to link away for link 1. Probably Guard Dragon Pitsty.
Yeah, the Striker Dragon is not back into the extra deck yet. So it is Guard Dragon Pitsty. And then at this point you get the second zone to point to.
Did he add the Wyvern Burster back? It didn't look like it.
Went to the bottom of the deck, right?
Yeah, and then he linked away the Collapse Serpent. I don't think he added it afterwards, but maybe not. I might have missed him adding it. Now he's going to link away.
All right, here we are heading into game number 2. Jonhun versus Santanatana.
Now we get to see what TEARLAMENTS gets to do when they go first. Ooh.
So Jonhun gets to go first.
All right, let's see what he decides to start with here.
Look at him go.
We're going to go main phase?
I mean, any game where you open your one of Perlarino's got to be better than one where you don't.
Definitely. Look, it's kind of funny to see the rare Pelarino.
Santanatana is thinking about this. Not many Tearlament monsters allowed in the deck, and he uses the Ash Blossom here, betting on Jonhun not having any of them.
But unfortunately, he has Medora, discard Agido.
Limited Medora, discard limited Agido. That's incredible.
It's gonna be.
And oh my goodness! No way!
It's 2 names.
Double tier monster Herald. Oh, that triple tactics talent is interesting.
If he had one, he'd be able to use it right now. I love triple tactics talent in decks that where you know your opponent's going to have cards from the hand to activate, that you'll be able to use it when you're going first.
My goodness.
Yeah, depending on what Xiong has in his hand, this could be pretty advantageous. He might just trigger Havness here. You want to save Merly just in case you go into something like a Sprite Spren later on to be able to send down Tearlaments Merly to be able to fuse. So you might just go Havness here, but did you say no effects? Oh, no effects, I
No
guess.
effects. Activate Foolish Burial Goods.
Interesting. I guess there is no Tearlaments Kictalis to go into with those two monsters, but
Sending the last one. There's Sharon getting them all out of the deck.
so he looks like he may be just looking to go for a rank 4 play. Maybe Baguska Pass.
So Celiac adds Sharon. Sharon, special summon.
Discards Hellshaddoll.
Hits Kelbeck Agido. Crime.
So he's going to have both of the shufflers online, Keldo and Mudora. Hits both of the Millers, Kelbeck and Agido.
If your whole deck is one-ofs, I guess I can't be that surprised when you say you're hitting one-offs over and over and over again.
Ooh, Thrust in the deck. Interesting, he has Thrust in the deck going first in game 2. Well, I guess there means he probably included some sort of trap card he would want to set. That would be advantageous.
Step rotation.
Yeah, sets rotation, lots of field spells in the deck, pretty cool. And he's also going to hit the Beast.
SHADDOLL Beast.
Yep, so he'll get a draw as well.
Is that Kashtira Unicorn? The one of Kashtira Unicorn.
He plays the Pressure Planet Wraithoth. Why not throw it in there? I think
that's got to be the other field spell then, right?
Mm-hmm. So that kind of alludes that he might play some Kashtira spell cards, like maybe Kashtira Birth.
I wanna see this deck now. This is wild.
So I think Meta Noise, when it's sent, lets you add back a Tearlament monster from your graveyard to your hand.
It certainly does.
Draws one from SHADDOLL Beast, adds back the Tearlaments Merrily to the hand. He still has the normal summon, right?
He is not normal summon.
So he has
a special.
Okay. I think I might have saw what he drew. We'll have to see if it is, in fact,
We had a rank 4.
not Baguska. It's going to be Time Thief
Redoer.
I know you're a big Time Thief fan.
I play Time Thieves in any Xyz festival I can in Master Duel. Time Thief Redoer, really interesting here because it's an effect to detach. So he's activating Time Thief Redoer's effect, detaches a monster at resolution, which you can then trigger the Sharon.
Pretty cool. And it's going to come back, too. And there's definitely trap cards in the Dragonlink deck that you might be able to hit with the Redoer off the top of the deck to make it a form of disruption as well.
And we're sending Reinhardt, Sharon, and Hapness. All of those go back, and that'll make Kaleidoheart. Tearlaments Kaleidoheart.
Kaleidoheart, a really strong card. On summon, or if an Aqua monster is sent to the graveyard, you can shuffle a card in your opponent's field back into the deck once per turn. And if it's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon it back and then send any Aqua from your deck to the graveyard. So it provides disruption and can lead you to more synchro summons, or sorry, fusion summons.
So we saw all 4 of the Earth Fairies. They're all in the graveyard now.
It's okay if they're limited.
And both 5s.
Maybe this is why he's undefeated with Tearlaments. The limitations don't make a difference. He opened up Parallel Rhino both the games as well.
And it looks like Santa Natina is just...
Is he calling it?
It looks like he's calling it. I mean, I might too after I watched that. That's a lot.
I think the shufflers are gonna give him a tough time there. Maybe his hand not too strong, and realizing, because you can get that point where your opponent's turn, you can look at your hand and be like, is there any card in my deck I can draw that's gonna help me get back into this game? And if the answer is no, you might as well go to the next one.
Yeah, that's just absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal.
I would say, I mean, it was a crazy. All the cards that were sent from the deck to the graveyard were pretty insane, but just to be that way,
It was like a bunch of safe routes, but nothing good to get back with them.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know. It was just a Kaleidoheart, not too crazy. So it looks like they are shuffling up.
So under 10 minutes left in the round here.
Yeah, time winding down. The game one probably went a little longer than it needed to.
It did. I think that's one where you could have saved some time for this final game and maybe try to avoid a draw. The Santa Natina already had... All right, here we go. And Santa Natina will be going first here in duel number 3.
Alright, and he's taking a second to consider the options. Normal summon the Black Metal Dragon.
There we go. That's a good one.
Best starts you can have.
Sends it to the graveyard immediately to link summon the Striker Dragon. Go Chain Link 1 Black Metal Dragon, Chain Link 2 Striker Dragon. Do not draw the Boot Sector this time. He gets full value out of this.
I never noticed. Is that Striker Dragon's arm? Does he have are his arms really tiny? Is that? I can't tell. If he has arms. The little metal pipe is such a cool looking card.
So you get the Boot Sector and Red Eyes Darkest Metal Dragon.
Activates Branded
regained in hand. Banishes Special Summon Red Eyes Darkest Metal Dragon from hand, and you can tell that they know that they're close to time and don't want to draw. They are speeding up their pace of play significantly from the way it was the rest of the match. Goes with the Red Eyes Darkest Metal Dragon effect. Special Summon Starleash Safer from hand.
I feel like I've seen this before. Now,
got about 4 minutes left in the round. Activate Starleash Safer. Now, this is a dangerous situation to be in too. A lot of these Dragon Link combos take a long time, and if it takes the rest of the round and then they have Scarlight, Red Dragon, Archfiend to inflict damage, Joho might not even get a turn.
It could be disastrous. Then it just really goes back to that game one, taking so long to concede that game one.
Time.
So he did put that Striker Dragon back. So he's going to be able to summon it, no effect for the Striker Dragon since he already used it. And the Lava Burst is going to add Collapse Serpent.
I'm doing a lot of randomization here too. I guess we need to for Branded Regain, right? If we're going to put something back and draw a card, we got to randomize now.
He offered it to shuffle a few times, yep. Banishes the Lava Burster, comes down to Collapse Serpent somewhere. Pick a zone, any zone. Oh, Noctovision! I love Noctovision Dragon.
Yeah, any zone except the one you need to special summon Noctovision Dragon to.
Noctovision's an awesome card. You special summon when you special summon the dragon, and you're going when you link summon the dragon, you're gonna be able to draw a card when it's used for a link summon.
And I'm gonna use it right now. Using the Noctovision Dragon effect. Just going to draw one card.
Noctovision, one of my favorite cards in Dragon Link.
Yeah, I like Noctovision Dragon a lot. Sometimes I'd even play one of those in Dragon Maid. Since it's a high-level dragon, and you can also special summon it out when you use some of the Link monsters as well.
Ah, cool. Yeah, anytime you get that Dark Dragon on the field, you'll be able to summon it. I do like Dragon Maid a lot. Chamber Dragon Maid, definitely a card that's made a few appearances in the Dragon Link strategy even.
Yeah, like there's a lot of cross-cultural stuff between those two particular decks.
Tidying is so strong, yeah. Running some options again, thinking about his plays, calculating with the finger. Down to 2 minutes.
He was playing really quickly before, and seems to have slowed down significantly now. This could be either sort of math at this point.
Doing it a few times. I think he's pointed his finger at least 4 or 5 times. Checking his banish, checking the graveyard.
That's the thing, though. Like, if he got that slow play penalty at the start and he gets one now, he could just lose because of that, get a game loss.
Activates Dragon Ravine, discards the Starleash Safer from the hand. Goes through the deck a couple times looking for the card that was on the front of his deck.
We got 1 minute left in the round. 1 minute. And the pace of play is not picked up at all.
Still looking through the deck.
He's doing the pointing again. We're on the pointing now. Get Rocket Tracer.
Shocker. So surprised that that's what you ended up grabbing with the
Rocket Tracer.
That's a router.
Well, he get Rocket Caliber in the other games.
That's true.
It is kind of a shocker.
True.
It's a little different. But he needs a tuner this time.
Boot Sector launch is going to spell summon Tracer. He's got to think before he summons the Scarlet. He might be going into something different. Hopefully it's not the Scarlet here. Looks through the entire extra deck.
No, it's a Scarlet.
Yeah, but it was also on the front of his extra deck as he checked through everything.
Yeah, it's the Scarlet. He's going to use it here and deal 1,000 damage to Johon. And it looks like they just called time as he summoned Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend.
Color him shocked at his time.
And it appears that Johon's complaining that his opponent took far too long and was repeatedly stopping to do the same math over and over again.
As he did, yes.
And the thing is, if you don't call the judge when it's happening, they can't make it stop. So at the end of this phase, that's the end of the main phase, the duel will end, and because Sandanautana has higher life points, he'll be the winner of game number 3 and win the match with a 2-1 score.
Yep, and definitely still in it to win it. Yeah, he's